And rolling.
Hello. So, my assignment for this is how Britpop creates a musical and cultural legacy. That is the title of my assignment. Why I chose it? First and foremost, I wanted to choose a subject to research that not only I'd enjoy researching, but also an area in which I already know a lot and I already appreciate a lot. Many of the iconic Britpop bands, such as Blur and Oasis, I've listened to it for a long time, since my late childhood, early teens, and I'd probably call Different Class by Pulp my favourite album of all time. I'd still call it that, probably now. Research methods. Also, I wanted to, I'm going to expand on it more, but it's to deepen the understanding, so to speak, of how, but like I said, we're going to get to that. And to my prior knowledge and understanding, I'll be able to expand upon this by using primary and secondary methods of research. Those primary methods include talking to people who lived through the Britpop era firsthand, such as, for example, my parents, people who know my parents, some of the many lecturers here, and the general public, and gathering their thoughts firsthand on their personal experience with it. For example, if they liked any of the bands, if they participated in any of the gigs, and all that. On the other hand, my secondary research will include a list of books to read. For example, The Last Party by John Harris, and Bit of a Blur by the bassist of Blur, Alex James, cracking read. And there are many films related to the subject, such as Oasis's documentary Supersonic, which was released a few years ago, and Live Forever, The Rise and Fall of Britpop, which is a more comprehensive documentary on the overall era itself, directly relating to the subject. What I hope to explore. In undertaking this project related to the learning outcomes, I hope to deepen my understanding of the wider cultural significance of the Britpop movement, as well as the many influences it made in fashion, art and filmmaking. For example, many people would just copy the fashions of, say, Damon Albarn and Liam Gallagher, even Brett Anderson for his androgynous, kind of Bowie-esque outlook on fashion. And filmmaking, films such as Trainspotting wouldn't have existed had it not been for the Cool Britannia spark movement. Subsequently, I shall also be looking at how Tony Blair used the popularity of certain artists at the time to gain momentum for New Labour. For example, in 1997, just getting Noel Gallagher to take pictures with him just so he could look cool, I guess. I'll be looking into how the music inspired a wave of optimism within the national psyche, sparking Cool Britannia. How the music linked into human emotion is one of the key aspects of any musical genre or any musical movement. So I hope to be exploring this a lot. As well as this, I shall be looking at the overall composition of the popular music of this period, the theoretical elements, as well as the practical elements, such as the tuning of the instruments, the actual instruments used, the key signatures, the overall styles of each band, and how they actually got to the general public as well as they did. Comparisons to the US grunge scene that Britpop was a direct backlash against will also be made, as well as a comparison between music of the era to music being made by its main contributors more recently. For example, Blur versus Gorillaz, and also Damon Albarn's post-Blur outfits such as Good Band the Queen, Rocket Juice and the Moon, etc. It's going to be a fascinating ride, and I hope to gain much more understanding and knowledge of it than I previously did. See ya.
Thank you very much.